And as I say, I want to be a billboard for God. I want my tongue to edify Most High. I want my presence, my physical, to be a light in the eyes of the masses to see what God does. You know, scripture says he will prepare a table for you before your enemies, in front of them. It says that God has chastened you, but not, you know, passed you over to death. And what that means for me is, when I know better, I do better. It's about activation. It's not good enough just to know what to do, but you have to do what you know.
Greetings. My name is Queen Afua. I help people to live a healthy life in body, mind, and spirit. Welcome into the Sacred Circle, where you will find peace, inspiration, and practical tools for living a happy wellness lifestyle. So come inside and make yourself at home. So everyone just clap it up, snap it up, send some love out for Darren Henson. Give thanks and praise that he is here. Come on in, our divine brother.
Grand rising, Queen Afua, grand rising.
Thank you for
all the
being
beautiful
here.
people out there across the world who are watching this. I pray that the Most High has continually blessed you and will continually do so and protect you throughout your life. And may you receive everything that is for you. Well, my name is Darren Dearwood Henson, for those people who are not aware of me. Queen Afua and I have a very beautiful relationship, mother, son, and I'm just overwhelmed and very thankful and happy that the Most High has presented this time for us once again. I can share some of my daily practices. Clearly, when I wake up, I give thanks to the Most High. My copper around my body, as well as my stones. I have amethyst here. I have quartz, clear quartz. I have rainbow quartz. I have an argonite, and of course my amethyst and my copper bracelets. I wear that on my person even when I sleep. That's
so
one of the things that I do.
You're walking with your protection.
As you know, copper is a very, very strong conductor and cleanser as well. The other thing I do in the risings, I don't call them mornings because morning is associated to death, right? So I say my risings, I have fruit plates prepared in the AM. So these are full fruit plates, right? And
what are we serving today? What are we serving today?
Today is blackberry, blueberry, raspberry, apple.
Blood cleansers all the way. Come on.
Orange and pineapple.
Oh, cleansing the lungs. You took that platter is everything. That platter right there, that's the blood, that's the respiratory, that's the immune system. Love it. Keep going.
And then on the other side, I have my colloidal silver spray. I have my
How do you
oil
use that?
of
How
oregano.
do you use that? You take it into, how do you explain what you just showed us?
Yes, I take it orally. I take it orally. I spray it, or I take a spoonful of it. My oil of oregano as well, which is all antibacterial. My peppermint oil, as well as my eucalyptus oil. I have my black seed oil.
All right.
That I have been taking now for over 20 years.
So this is not overnight. You've been living this lifestyle.
Oh yeah, this is a lifestyle for me. You know, people ask me my moringa and just probably about 30 other different herbs that are in front of me right now, right on the shelf. So this isn't something new for me. This is something that I've been practicing for quite some time. But as you know, in all honesty, I was still eating meat for a while because I was back and forth over the years with spending time being a vegetarian and then going back to meat, and not really breaking the pattern. But as you know, and we've talked about this, it's completely broken. You know, I broke that last year.
And, you did it. You had a breakthrough.
And so I'm very, very thankful for it, because not only is my body cleaner and cleansed of those toxicities and poisons and dead energies, but also the energetic level, the opening, you know, of information pours down into me now, because that space is available for me. So a lot of times people wonder how awarenesses happen, and it's through practice of actions. It's not just, I'm going to sit down and meditate and expect something to flow in. Well, no, you better clean out your space so it can flow
your inner space. Yes.
It's very, very important to cleanse on many different levels: physical, mental, and spiritual. And if you decide to do that all at the same time, then so be it, and may the Most High strengthen you through it.
Well, that is amazing. And when I saw you at the Sacred Woman Ascension graduation in LA, you came and you said, guess what's happening? Things are opening up. You know, your work, more projects were coming in and all of that. Did you see a correlation between your healing yourself deeper and your work?
Absolutely, definitely. What started, as you were talking about, the stretch, the expansion, the perpetual movement of the cycle of growth. You know, I call it going, growing, and glowing.
Woo! I feel it.
And what happened is, you know, many people know me from the television series Soul Food, or the movie Stomp the Yard, or so many other films. And now currently, within the last, you know, year or so, The Family Business on BET. And it's now, you know, we got picked up for a second season for that. But even since then, I have another television series on the UMC network, which is called Double Cross now. So, you know, it just, and that's airing. It's already started airing. And then other projects are coming in and growing. I've started my own shirt line company called God's Billboard T-shirts, and that's going extremely well. So it's been fortifying, it's been gratifying, and as I say, I want to be a billboard for God. I want my tongue to edify Most High. I want my presence, my physical, to be a light in the eyes of the masses to see what God does. You know, Scripture says He will prepare a table for you before your enemies, in front of them. It says that God has chastened you, but not, you know, cast you over to death. And what that means for me is, when I know better, I do better. It's about activation. It's not good enough just to know what to do, but you have to do what you know.
Tell it. Absolutely.
You must do what you know to do. You see, most people know they should exercise. Most people should eat right. Most people should wake up on time. Most people should stretch. Most people should all over themselves. And so we want to turn our shoulds into must, because we must be healthy in order to thrive. We must be healthy in order to grow. We must be healthy in order to move forward and expand in our lives. And we must do these things so we can show, right, others how to do it, because words don't teach. Life teaches. Life teaches. Words don't teach, because you must learn the words, put them into action in order for them to grow and flow within you. When our auras lighten up, it's because we've done something. It's because we're thinking different. It's because we're eating different. It's because we're activated different. And all the work that you have done on the East Coast and the West Coast, on the South Coast and the North Coast. Let's make it
four directions again.
We're going to make it news today. News. North,
good news. All right.
East, West, and South.
Yeah.
News. We're going to bring the real news. We're going to bring the news of what you have been doing, which is teaching because you practice, teaching because you know, teaching because you glow, healing because the manifestations came to you and through you. And because of that, and because you have been releasing that to the world, other people are the beneficiaries of the work and the blessing. And I thank you and say ashe to you, because I, as a male, am also the recipient of those blessings and those lessons. People ask.
Thank you. What goes around comes around. You're giving it, we're receiving it. When I came by the house, when you had a party, a small party, and I saw your artistry and your dance, I said, oh, really? It's all that? You have used all of your gifts. All of your gifts are activated. I witnessed it. That's why I invited you today, because I know you would be able to give everyone a strong charge to encourage us to heal. So when you have the light, the stars, working through you, and then you share that light, do you know the multitudes that will heal because of what you're sharing? The women, the men, the youth, the elders. We've been traveling with you. So I just want to thank you and honor you for being here today and spreading the love, spreading the wellness, letting us know that we can overcome. And you have a extraordinary pharmacy, I might add. I'm just checking it out as you go. I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that. So we're unlimited. And so we thank you for your unlimited self, and continue to spread the good work, the good news, because healing is here and now, and we have the power to do it. And you have demonstrated that through your own life. So thank you, thank you, thank you, and stay lifted and charged up in everything you do. We'll keep with you. We'll follow you. All right? Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you to the utmost. Shay, what's up? Good days. Everybody clap up, put some more hearts and love. They're throwing hearts all upside your head.
God bless you. I am already validated by the Most High, so I don't need other validation.
But we love you as a community. We are supporting you. We love you and we lift you up. So may you continue to be blessed and be a blessing.
I give thanks to you, and I love you all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. We love you. Oh, there you are.
I am here.
I will be talking until you made it in the door.
Oh, yes. Greetings, Queen. Thank you for having me. And thank you for Queen Esther for giving us that galactic news, because we know that we need to be aligned with the cosmos so that we're all in alignment. It's a pleasure to see you. I have not seen you since I was in the hospital, so I thank you for that. Because I'm still doing my green life, and I'm still taking my stuff for my knitting. So
good, wonderful. It's a way of life. It's so good to see you today, and you're in the kitchen lab. I feel real comfortable.
I am in the kitchen lab, and literally, I tell you how the universe works. We're so in alignment. Because yesterday I did a lovely dish on the solar plexus, which is that yellow, going back to the fire. So I figured, why not?
We're so in alignment.
We are so in alignment. Literally, I just had a lovely solar plexus activation last night with the sound bowl healing. And so this is actually called a solar flare pineapple carpaccio. So not only is it going to activate your taste buds, it's actually, we're dealing with living foods, which I've been on my living foods journey for the past 4 weeks, and I've been taking groups of people through. So I'm bringing them into the circle so that we all can elevate our vibration. That's what it's all about.
Fantastic.
So, you know what? I'm going to get into this, but actually I'm just going to show you the elements that are in here that I'm creating this lovely food alchemy. Is, of course, we have got our Sacred Woman book, because we have to bring everything through the circle. And I have a few crystals here that are going to assist in this magical dish. I have this is a clear citrine. This is a citrine from Brazil. So literally citrine is about abundance, but it's also attuned to our solar plexus. So our solar plexus actually deals with willpower. So our solar plexus, really, if we're having issues with being able to eat just healthier foods or high vibratory, then we probably have blockages within our solar plexus. So that's why Spirit told me to focus on the solar plexus so that we can activate that soul power, you know.
Yes, soul
and
power.
I've got some labradorite that's going to channel down from that crown chakra. And I've got a lovely, just a fire flame crystal clear quartz that really can just bring all that cosmic energy through here. Yes. And everything in this dish is aligned to our solar plexus. Everything in here is alkaline, it's high vibratory. And I'm ready just to get to the dish so that you guys can see this. Are you ready?
No, we are with you. We're inside, and the love is, they're pouring so much love on top of you. They cannot wait for you to go to.
Yes.
I love that you set up your lab this way.
Oh, yes, my lab is back here. You see, I have my lab set up back there as well. I have some things that I use, but I've got my super mega greens back there. I have my Queen Afua Master Herbal and a few other, you know, my colloidal silver. Yes, I sure do. We got to represent the family, you know, the family. We're all like, at the end of the day, it's about raising our vibration. That's what I'm doing, That's why you're doing what you're doing. When we all vibrate high, then the planet changes. You know, we all affect the consciousness. So I'm doing what I'm doing, and I just share it with others by our actions. That's how we do it. So thank you so much for what you poured into me, going through my sacred. And I was there with Darren. Met Darren at the Sacred Woman Ascension. I just posted a picture of my story from that. So, yeah, I'm ready to get into this dish because it's tasty. Although I am fasting. On Sundays, I fast. That's my thing that I do, too, so that I'm very clear. I fast on Sundays, and a lot of my downloads come on Sundays so that I know exactly what I need to share with the community for the week.
Wonderful.
So, let me angle this down right here. Okay, boom. We got that. Okay, so I'm starting up already, like, supreme my pineapple. We're starting with a nice white pineapple. You want to make sure, like, that you have a nice sharp knife. And I'm literally going to cut this as thin as possible as you can. I'm not sure. Let me see. I think we can get me that one. Perfect. So we are going to cut some nice thin slices because we really want to lay this across a plate, just like super sexy, like carpaccio. And you can have, there's meat that's carpaccio. Basically, it's just really thinly sliced. And if you have a mandolin, you can use that. But since everyone doesn't have a mandolin, I wanted to use a knife so that I can show you how you can create this without having any fancy equipment. So I'm just gonna cut a few slices here. This is very simple. Like literally this is a 15-minute dessert, or if you wanna have it for lunch, you can have it for lunch. It can be a nice little mono meal with a little extra zing. So yeah, so this yellow right here is gonna activate that solar plexus. And so I cut about 6 slices here, I think. And this is my platter that I'm gonna be working with. And really, if you want to build out this flavor once I do this, what I would do is I would put this lovely concoction over your pineapple and let it sit room temperature for about 30 minutes and allow the juices from the pineapple to just melt into this sauce. I am going to place a piece in the middle so that, let me see if you can see that. Boom. Nope. If I angle it down too much, it's going to fall. So I'm going to bring this around here. And I'm going to put this in a circle, and it really is almost going to be in the shape of, it's not going to look like honeycomb kind of, which we all know that bees are a symbol of royalty and immortality. So boom, so this is how, look at this. Wonderful. So it almost kind of looks like honeycomb. So this is how my platter is going to look. So while I have this set on the side, now I am going to mix up the sauce that's going to go over. So I have some agave, I have some coconut cream.
Delicious.
I have some lime. And I have some cardamom. I have some star anise, which really is connected to the fire element. It's really good for manifesting. So literally, if you put this on your dish and thinking about what you want to manifest, this right here is going to allow you to do that. I have some mint to cool it down a bit. What were you going to say, Queen?
It's spiritual food. It's not just,
everything here.
It's not just physical, it's spiritual. So all that is being healed up within us. This is wonderful.
Exactly. Yeah, so let's get to this. So I'm going to take about a teaspoon's worth of this cream, mix it in here, maybe 2, because I'm feeling really good. And I'm going to pour my agave in here. And then I'm going to zest off my lime, which this, like literally this tool, everybody should have this tool in your kitchen. This right here, it just helps you create layers of flavor so that you don't have to put unnecessary things on your food. Like you can put flavor with the things that Mother Nature provided you with.
I love that. Thank you for that teaching.
You're welcome. So here is
our tool, and I didn't know what to do with it. Thank you so much.
Well, I know you keep it simple, but you get to the point, and that's why you have us, your lovely daughters,
that come so much.
Grace you with the fancy stuff, you know? So I have my zest in there that's really just going to add that power flavor, and then I'm going to squeeze my lime juice in here. And this is a little bit over half of a lime. So, you know, I'm going to squeeze the rest of whatever juice is in here. You want to get most of your juice out. Roll your lime before you do this because you're going to activate it and you're going to release the juices so that when it's time to squeeze it, it's ready for you. And so I'm going to pour a little bit of, I'm going to say literally probably about 1/8 teaspoon of cardamom, but if you like more, use more. At the end of the day, I'm giving you a guideline. You adjust this to how you like it. And so literally I'm just going to stir this around. And I had this last night. Literally, this tastes like an edible pina colada without the alcohol. This is like, this dish is amazing. So literally, as I'm mixing this, I'm literally imagining like my solar plexus just pulsating, and I'm imagining anything that is blocking it is just being burned away by the fire of my solar plexus. Like, you know, our thoughts are things. So I'm putting that into the food as I am stirring it. My energy is charging this up. And so literally, oh yeah. So I want to show you what this looks like now. See, this is really nice. Yeah. Sexy. Exactly. So now that we have that done, we have that part. So what I'm going to do is, because I want to have everything ready for my plating once, because this is already done. So I'm going to take a few of my mint leaves over here. And I'm going to, and I had them from last night, so they're little, they're not as fresh as I would like them, but they're going to work. So I'm rolling them up. I've taken them, I rolled them together. I'm rolling them up so that I can do what is called a chiffonade. And I'm getting another knife. And I'm going to just cut this in very, very, very thin slices so that it makes little small ribbons that I can sprinkle over my dish and make it look pretty. And so I'm breaking them apart in here so my dish is ready. So see how? So there we got our chiffonade. So that's called a chiffonade. Oh, the dish that I'm making is called a solar flare pineapple carpaccio. So we are into our plating phase now. So let me move all this over so we can make this dish look sexy. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to place my star anise on my dish. 3 is a number of creation. So I chose 3. I'm choosing 3. I'm actually going to put one in the middle. Boom. 1, 2, and 3. Let's see here. Maybe we'll put this over here. There we go. And I'm going to sprinkle my mint over here. And now comes the fun part. Let me grab, I want a bigger spoon so that I can really just douse this with yummy sauce. And so literally I'm going to just pour this over here. And like I said, like what I would like to do, if I were doing this for a client, what I would do is I would put this pineapple in a dish and put this over so that it soaks it. And then I would plate it and put some more on top so that it really just, like those juices. Literally, this is an edible pina colada without the alcohol.
And we're all going to have some of that today. We're all going to go and do our shopping and
yes. And I have in my stories. I have the recipe is in my stories, and there's a few extra ingredients in there. But
good.
Yeah, so they can go get. They can play this back, and let's actually put. You know what? Let me break you off. Let's put a little bit of color right here, and then let's put a little bit of color over here. Boom. Okay, so here we go. And right here, got our solar flare.
And that's nourishing, and it's spiritual food, and it has been charged with the crystals and gems. And your vibration, let all clap it up, send some love. They are sending love, honey. They cannot wait to have. I have a pineapple in my nutrition kitchen. I'm following that today. This has to happen.
You are going to, please let me know. No, you're going to love this. Like I literally, it was a channel the recipe. And when I ate it last night, I was like, oh my goodness, like this, I could feel my solar plexus moving. I was like, I mean, my solar plexus is charged up. It just charged me up even more so that I could come on here today and I can charge everybody else up, because most important, we need to charge ourselves up and take care of ourselves before we pour into others. And I have learned that. So yes, this right here is amazing. It's living. And right now, living foods are key. Why? Because in our solar plexus, that actually is where our digestive system is located. In our digestive system, we have millions of neurotransmitters that are in our intestines. So if we're eating low vibrational food, those are the signals that are going to our brain, which will cause depression and will cause us to be at a low vibratory rate, which causes certain things to infiltrate our aura and our system. So, you know, high vibratory food, definitely, that's number one. And to, you know, just, you know, raising our vibration and staying healthy, but then also thriving. Like, I'm thriving during this period, and I'm very grateful, but I'm thriving. I'm actually having to turn down clients during this period because I need to reserve my energy for me. But I'm thriving. I'm eating living foods, and I am just sharing with everyone how to elevate their vibration. So thank you so much for having me on here.
And I see after all the willpower in that food, that we'll go forward. We won't be blocked. It will unblock us, unleash all of our greatness.
Yes, we will.
You also, you know, you're the food also. You know that. They just stacked you up like a biscuit. That was so fabulous.
Yes. I mean, even that's how, like, quite honestly, and I didn't take meat and dairy completely out, but I literally I started to put more living foods in my body once my accident. I mean, I had multiple fractures in my pelvis. You came and saw me, and I did I was on my green light daily. I was doing my my clay daily to knit my bones, and I had my
and how are you feeling? How are you feeling now? You know,
I'm feeling good.
Look, come on now. All right, it's all there. Thank you very much. And fabulousness is all there.
Yes, I am. I'm grateful. You know, I knew I had it. Just what that did was it slowed me down for this period right here. My higher self was like, "Not, girl, you're moving too much. You are here. You have some people that you need to serve because something's coming. You don't yet see it." And because I would have still been traveling, you know me, I was traveling every month, so it slowed me down. But I'm back.
Well, actually, you're moving faster. It's made you go in, so you are making even more connections.
Yes, I am.
Move around a lot, that we're getting more done. Sometimes
yes, I am, and I will definitely say that is something I thank you for Sacred Woman, because Sacred Woman came at a time for me actually about a year ago when I was super busy. I was working for Diddy. I was working for Kim and Kanye. I was very, very busy. I was working, I looked at a post, I worked 92 hours in a week. So how was I even having time for myself? And so when I did Sacred Woman, it really just slowed me down and allowed me to really tap into that feminine aspect that's being suppressed all around. I was able to really tap into my feminine energy. Because being a chef within this industry, it's a lot of masculine work. But quite honestly, the real work is when I'm tapping into that feminine side and being able to put my clients and to put it into the food. Because everybody's not ready to come here, but I can at least put that energetic imprint into whatever they're eating so that they're getting what they need. And it just is going to lead them on the path of just really waking up. And so that they can be a beacon of light, because we know that darkness is around and it's not going to go anywhere. But do you choose to feed the light, or are you choosing to feed the darkness? I tap into the darkness to turn it into light. That's being the alchemist. And that's what we really got to learn to do at this time, because some things are not going to disappear, but we can choose if we're going to use it as fuel to feed and turn it into the light. And that's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm teaching others to do. And that's actually what you do and what you've done in Sacred Woman. So thank you.
Now how do they keep up with you? I mean,
so to keep up with me, definitely, you know, at Chef Amira, go to my IG, keep up, because I've been posting some amazing things. I've created a program called Elevate Your Vibration, which really is a chakra cleanse. So we're cleansing the chakras, we're eating living foods. And I have attunements that go out daily with the sound bowls and sound instruments that literally just clear out your energy so that you can tap into yourself. It's really so that you can get out of your own way, so that really your higher self can come through and lead you to elevating your vibration. And when you raise your vibration, you raise the vibration of others around you. That's all, because I can't force anybody to do it. I can show you how I walk, and I can give you the tools, and I can just give you a blueprint. And then, you know, I walk through the program with you, and then everyone has had amazing. They lost 12 pounds in this past 2 weeks. So, you know, like I said, that wasn't even physical waste. That actually just was mental waste. That was emotional waste that was in your way. You know, a lot of times people are like, I'm not even hungry today. I'm like, that's because you're digesting emotions that you've been stored up in your cells. So you're digesting those. So you don't even need to eat today. Sunday, I won't even eat this. I'm going to give this to my daughters, because on Sundays, I fast until 5 o'clock.
All right.
Because today is a crown chakra day for me in my program. So, like, I make sure that my crown is real. I get all my downloads that come in. And then I eat at 5 o'clock. I go cook for my client, and when I'm serving them, then I eat. So
you're in divine right order, and you teach by example. That's the first.
That part right there. Thank you so much.
We have been taught, we have been nourished, and we have been fortified. Thank you so much for feeding us in all the many ways, and we feel that nourishment. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I love your outfit.
Thank you for having me, Ashe.
Thank you. Look gorgeous.
Thank you, Queen. So do you.
My gosh, I'm so happy you're outside with the trees and the sky around you. Oh my, I feel so empowered. And honey, you're all over the internet. You all over. You and Supernova, y'all just did the thing.
Yes,
I'm telling you, it was very, very powerful. But you're a healer. I heard your poetry. I hope you got a little something for us. You know, you got a book that's got to come out your body, so you better come on now with it.
Yes,
the world is ready for whatever you have to say. That's what I have to say to you. We absolutely adore you. We love you, and we lift you up. And your supernatural brother, he's lifting you up. He's got your back. He's got your consciousness. He opened the way. Your work, everything is open. He's still living. They said there's life, and then there's the afterlife. And he is in the afterlife, and he is busy traveling around the family and the extended family. Please, I have the bowl for everyone. This is a libation moment, but I want you to call forth your brother's name, and that, can I get this plant? I'll pull this plant a little closer to me. And so when you're pouring libation, you want to pour it into the plant or into the earth. If you're outside, you can pour it right into the earth, so that the vision of what he wanted continues through you, through us, and all our relations. Please, 3 times call out his name.
Okay. Ermias Askedom.
Ashe.
Ermias Askedom.
Ashe.
Ermias Askedom.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Give thanks and praise. May his work, may the family be empowered and strengthened. The blood and extended family, his children, the love of his life, the loves of his life. May we all continue to walk in the footprints that the ancestor has laid for us, to be prosperous, to work together, and to unify. And when I think about you and the ancient ones, there was the opening of the definition of body members, which our ancestors gave to us from the pyramids, is the first thing it said is our face is of light, is of Ra. So please share with us whatever comes to your heart, and particularly during these times of high level stress and this time of also transformation. Because those who I know, they're going through a level of deep transformation. It's not all death, it's also resurrection. So the world is, everything is open for you. Please share with us.
So I feel, for me, during this time, a reoccurring theme of my life right now is comfort zone. And being able to remove myself from comfort zones, because those literally freeze us. And you know, I was talking to Lauren the other day, and one of the main steps for me in healing is being able to be okay with closing a chapter that ended and walking by faith and walking gracefully into a new chapter of life. And it's easier said than done. It's been difficult. It's been very difficult, but I feel like, you know, I don't want to be frozen. I know still water is dead water. So if I'm not moving and I'm not flowing, then that means that I'm dying. So I think being able to step out of comfort zone right now, and even with what's going on in the world, everybody has been forced to not be comfortable. You know, everybody has been forced to stay in their homes. We don't have as many distractions as we usually do. So right now is just the time to be able to get out of that comfort zone and step gracefully into what makes you uncomfortable, what, you know, you may not know too much about, but walking in that with faith and knowing that spirit and trusting that spirit is going to bless the outcome.
Amazing. And so with that, thank you so much. There is, you're an artist, and what brought you into working on the face as a focus?
I feel like our face, that's the first thing people see. That's what we look at every day. And if you don't feel good, if you're not confident in yourself and what you look like, sometimes that can tear down your spirit. So I think being able to be a healer and address concerns with women and men in their face and what's going on with their skin, that opens up like a channel within them to be more confident in themselves. When you're confident, you get more done. You're ready to face the world when
face the world. About
yourself. Yes,
I love it. Face the world.
Face the world. Exactly. So I just want people to be confident, because with the confidence, you're able to hone in on your own power, and you do more, in this world, and you do more with your life, and you're able to channel all these abilities when you feel good about yourself.
Well, I'm just thinking about also what is inside also shows up in the face. Have you noticed that?
No,
when it's going through, it will show up in their face.
Exactly. Exactly. Like when I was on Live Supernova, we were talking about how the gut is directly correlated with the skin. So whatever you're eating, whether it's a food that is giving you life or a food that's depleting you, that's going to come out. So when we see people that's having like different cystic breakouts, when we see people that are having a lot of inflammation in the skin, when we see people that are prematurely aging and, getting these rashes or wrinkles, a lot of that has to do with what they're putting inside of them. There's something called face mapping too, where different parts of our face is correlated with different parts of us internally, or different things that are going on internally. Just like, our feet and parts of our ears and parts of our hands have to do with different organs in our body. It's the same with our face. So when I talk to clients or my friends or family, and I'm talking to them about skin, one of the things I look at is the area in their face that they're breaking out in, because like say if you have a lot of breakouts on your cheek areas, that's really what's going on inside of your stomach. That's a problem with digestion. If you're having breakouts along the jawline, that's more hormonal. If you have breakouts on the side of the neck, that has to do with the lymph system, and the lymph system is what handles like detoxing our body. So if you're backed up and you're not exercising regularly, your lymph system isn't flowing like it should, you're not pushing out these toxins, then you have backup and breakouts in those areas.
So it's about internal, and the internal will show up in the external.
Exactly.
And also the thoughts,
Exactly.
So have you seen a correlation between when you're working with someone? It's just like getting your hair done. When you get your hair done, your face done, people start talking. They start sharing with you what they're going through. There's a trust that they open up to. So have you seen people, what's going on in their face is happening in their hearts, in their relationships, and their emotions?
100%. That's why I call it skin healing instead of just
skin healing. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, because it's a full circle thing. It's not just topical, it's not just internal, but it's spiritual as well, it's emotional as well, it's everything. And we can look at somebody and their skin and their aura and how they glow when they're happy is completely different from when they're down or depressed. So it's very emotional, and so when people come in and they're unloading on me and telling me about things that they're going through, I use a lot of aromatherapy, because that helps with the mind, giving clarity and calming you down and helping with anxiety. I also use crystals sometimes, like clear quartz and rose quartz and different things, and place it on the heart area just for them to, relax and be able to unload properly. But it definitely takes a toll on the skin. So we want to make sure that we're getting these things out. Like she said before, we can be filled up in our stomachs emotionally, and we want to make sure that what we're digesting as far as our thoughts or, our emotions are healthy ones.
Well, we're both in LA. I had to get a treatment. I got to get
no, I know you do.
I can't wait.
I'm excited. All your treatments, I got to give you some.
Come on, I want to get my treatments. I can show off the face. Okay.
Yes. I got
Wow.
you.
That I'm excited, because I'm older. Oh,
Yeah.
my daughter says, a woman of a certain age.
Right.
So all of that, your face will start dropping. You better pick that face up.
Lift it up.
Pick up that face,
Right.
and use all of the nature ways to do it. I'm excited about your work. My goodness.
You.
Now, what do you do personally for yourself in the time of Corona? Is there things that you do to just rework? Because you're very vibrant. And you're showing us there's choices. You can either be leaving out, or you could be staying and being strong and getting better. So what are some of the things you may do for yourself during this virus period that has been fortifying for you?
For me, I have been going in a lot. And I've been writing a lot, every day, whether it's poetry, whether it's just journaling. I've been just, putting those thoughts, putting those feelings onto paper. I've been reading a lot, educating myself as much as possible because, knowledge is power. And you literally feel empowered when you learn that resonates with your core values, resonates with your spirit. So I've been reading a lot every day. I wake up, make my bed, make sure nothing is on the floor around me, light a candle, light some sage. I use aromatherapy every day, healing showers, healing baths. I give my son healing baths as well. And I've been really, me and my son, I've been getting to know him even more during this time. And it's really a blessing because I've been able to be his teacher, his chef, his mom. We've been doing these things because sometimes he gets really frustrated and overwhelmed and hard on himself during work time when we're working on things. And I tell him look, your emotions, those will cloud your mind. So you won't be able to think properly if you're getting emotional by it. You shouldn't get frustrated and leave the emotions at the door, and let's talk about the emotions after we finish the work. Let's set out a certain time of the day where you can unload onto me and you can talk to me almost like therapy sessions. So we've been doing that, and he's turned out to be more of a therapist than me almost, because the things that he's been saying in these sessions have been so profound. It's just been awakening things inside of me. So I would suggest people to really talk to their kids right now, because the children are really our teachers, and they're coming with a lot of information from higher up that we can utilize. So I've been doing that, cooking regularly. I haven't been ordering in any food. I've just been really cooking vegan, making sure I'm eating salads regularly, cayenne pepper, jalapenos, lots of onions, cilantro, avocado, all of these things that are just, fortifying for our bodies. That's what I've been really doing.
Wow. Well, you just talked to us about raising our children holistic. You just shared with us, communicating. It's having us to teach our own children, because we always give our children over. But now it's bonding us. And you also said that our children are our teachers. They came through you. They came to give you something too.
Right.
It's a circle. You're giving, they're giving, and the family's getting better. Wow. No, that's amazing. Thank you. Yes. You have charged us today, but the final charge, I'm going to pull it out of you. I don't know if you're ready or not, but I think you're ready. You got to give us a piece of your poetry. That's a whole nother world. I'm looking for the book, okay?
Okay. Let me see. Okay. If I know, you want me to do it off the head? You want me to read something?
Whatever the spirit moves you to do, follow your spirit.
Okay. So this is one that I wrote recently, and something that I've been doing. I like to add a lot of some of my brother's lyrics somewhere in some of my poetry, because I just want to channel him in everything I do, make it out, and keep things going. So this is one that I recently wrote. Bless us, Lord, because niggas with the extras, Lord. Let our minds soar, introducing faith into every circumstance. Remind us purpose overrides plans. We surrender worldly hoardings into divine hands. We watch our life enhance. Through blurry eyes, we see our tears dry on the pages. We are courageous. We push forward because still water is dead water. We do not compromise the flow of life. Emotions rise, darkness delights. Joy returns in the morning. Overstanding is our offering. The days are our battles. We will not conquer them all. Balance is why we don't fall. We celebrate the loss.
Wow. Nipsey Hussle, you see what you did?
I say that. I'm going to drink my green juice.
All right. What you drinking?
Oh, you know, this is that Green Life. Queen Afua. If you haven't heard of her, you better get to know her real soon.
It is a green light. Mm-hmm. Wow, we are enchanted by your spirit. We are all on the edge of our seat.
You brought it out of me. I never share. I don't know. I'd be so nervous and overwhelmed, but I feel like it's necessary. So of course.
Thank you for sharing that. You know, I'm telling you, remember we talked about getting up at 4. You better go ahead and write that book. It's already a #1 hit.
Thank you.
Millions of copies are going out into the world.
Thank you.
And with that, your blessings to us. May you continue to be strong and inspired and charged up and beautiful.
Thank you.
Love
Thank
you.
You.
Support, and we lift you
so
all
much.
the way up.
Thank you. God bless.
You, brother. Thank you so much.
Love you.
Love you too. How do they follow up with you?
Yeah, I know. Listen.
Come on.
I'll call you right after this. Right when you're done with this.
Okay. Bless us, Doc. We love you. Okay.
Love you.
Thank you to all my subscribers. We are giving away a free 7-day detox kit when we reach our milestone goal of 50,000 subscribers to this channel. To enter for your chance to win, all you have to do is subscribe to our channel. Like and comment on this video, and we will choose the winner from the comments section. Thank you for growing with us. Ashe.